and welcome to EZGlutenFree. Today I'll be making a blueberry cheesecake. Now this one's an updated version from the blueberry cheesecake that I grew up with. You know the one with the blueberry pie filling on top? Now don't get me wrong, that version's awesome, but sometimes it's just a little too sweet for my taste. This one focuses more on the cheesecake itself, with the berries acting more like an accent to the rich cake. And since I happened to make this cake on March 14th, which is Pie Day, I thought I'd opt for a pie plate instead of my usual springform pan. So whether you want to call it a cheesecake or a cheese pie, one thing's for sure, it's the perfect way to usher in the bright flavors of spring. Alright, to make this we'll need 7 ounces of gluten-free shortbread cookies that you've crushed up or put in a food processor to turn into crumbs. I have a box of Pamela's gluten-free lemon shortbread here, but any variety would work. 4 tablespoons of butter that have been melted, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 7 ounces of Greek yogurt, 16 ounces of softened cream cheese, that's 2 blocks. You could use regular or light, I have one of each variety here. 3 eggs, 2/3 of a cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 1 cup of blueberries, and the zest of an orange. Now for the orange zest, after washing the orange, I grated up half the zest into the sugar that was going into the crust, and the other half I grated into the yogurt that will be added to the batter. Now before you get started, preheat the oven to 325 degrees. And also, to get the oven ready, put a sheet pan on the lower rack just in case anything spills over when you bake the cake. Also, place a pan of water on the sheet pan to keep some moisture in the environment as the cheesecake bakes. Alright, now to make the crust, stir together the cookie crumbs, melted butter, sugar, and orange zest until you have a sandy texture. Then spread that mixture along the bottom and up the sides of either a 10-inch deep dish pie plate or a 9-inch springform pan. Then refrigerate to set. In the meantime, beat together the cream cheese, yogurt, sugar, vanilla, and orange zest until smooth and lump-free. Be sure to scrape down the sides of the bowl with a rubber spatula periodically. Then add the eggs one at a time, making sure that each egg is fully incorporated before adding the next. And continue mixing the batter until it's smooth and everything is well incorporated. Pour the batter into the prepared crust, then evenly scatter half the berries across the top of the pie. Next, use a skewer or toothpick to sink those berries just about a ½ inch beneath the surface. Then evenly scatter the remaining berries on top. Now this method ensures pretty even distribution of the berries, and it keeps them from getting crushed up like they would if you just threw them directly into the batter. Now bake the cake for 1 hour and 10 minutes, and then it's done. Now don't panic when you see the cake puffed up about 1 inch over the edge of the pan. Within a minute or two, it will quickly settle back into place. And once the cake cools to room temperature, refrigerate it for at least 4 hours before slicing it up and serving. Now to be honest with you, the next time I make this, I'll be using my springform pan, since the first 2 slices were massacred as I tried to get them out of the pie plate. The springform pan with its removable sides just makes slicing and serving a lot easier. And once you see how good this is, you're going to want to make it quite often. So you might as well make serving as easy as possible. I really hope you'll give this recipe a try. And if you'd like to see the recipe in print, you could always visit my blog. And if you liked the video, please share it on your Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages. And don't forget to subscribe. See you again soon.